All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy. Guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. You've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. It helps me on my channel a lot. And lastly, if you'd like to join my sports betting community and Discord server, it'll be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. $5 measly ass. Come be part of something great. Come share your slips, come have a good time, come talk some shit and talk about these sports. All right, so we will review yesterday, which was awful. Then we'll go into the player props. We'll go over the slate and I'll get you out of here with a bag. Guys, FYI, I'm gonna say this now. This is my favorite basketball slate so far of the season. I'm playing a lot of plays tonight. I'm betting a lot of units and I'm trying to win big tonight. Sometimes you got to take chances in certain spots. To me, I love all the props. I love the slate. I'm going to take a chance. I've been very conservative with basketball. I haven't been betting big. I haven't been betting a lot. But tonight I'm taking a big shot and hoping to go up quite a bit of units. So it'll either be really good or really bad. The way things going, probably bad. But I'm taking a chance tonight. So pick the plays you like, fade the ones you don't. I think I'm playing 14 plays. Okay, so yesterday, it's actually 1 win, 6 losses, not 2 and 6. I went 1 win, 6 losses. Mavs and the 76ers. First things first. After they gave us the Mavs at plus money and a lot of big time bettors were on the Mavs at plus money thinking, hey, this is great. Like they're giving it to us because AD's out. That's fine. You know, like this is a great spot. This should be a good. Mavs have been playing handicapped all season. After the bets locked at plus money and there's been no news of who's not going to play, PJ Washington, aka basically the Mavs best player right now, is ruled fucking out. Of course, the books knew because they had the Mavs priced at plus money to bait everybody in. So the books knew that he would be out. Of course they did, because this shit is fucking rigged and it's bullshit. So I already had the bet locked in as most big bettors did. And we get cooked. We lose by 1 point with PJ Washington ruled out to hook us. It's so fucking sickening and blatant obvious how they do this. So yeah, apparently all the books knew that PJ Washington wouldn't be playing. He was out for personal reasons and it was released late as hell in the day. It is what it is. Joel Embiid looked great. He's looking like he's gonna ball. I mean, he looked really good. Cashed early in the fourth. I think he finished with almost 30. Jakob Patel starts off on pace. 2 rebounds in the first. I think he was going to end up with 3. And then he gets injured after 15 minutes of playtime. So that play gets ruined right away. So I already knew how the night was going to go. Ayo Dosunmu, career night. Let's clap for him. Best fucking player in the world. Nikola Vucevic. I think he had like 4 rebounds and assists. Something terrible. Ivica Zubac, he got 10. It was risky anyways. He had 10. He did okay. And then Norman Powell, over 26 and a half, he had 25 for the hook. All he needed was one more bucket. 1 and 6 could have easily been a 4 and 4 night. Could have easily been a 3 and 4 night, a 4 and 3 night. A few things went our way. They didn't, and I go 1 and 6. We're still up units for the week, but it's not what you want to see. I went 6 and 1, and I went 5 and 2, then I went 4 and 3. And now I've had 2 losing days in a row. So we got to get back on track, and I'm hoping tonight's that night. Anyways, let's get into the player props. Of course, before I do that, sponsor of the video, betanyesports.eu, guys. They have a 30% bonus. Guys, I've used this, and any of my followers who have used this have said BetAnySports is the best offshore sportsbook there is. They like it more than Bovada or any other options they have. Guys, it's just like having FanDuel or ESPN Bet. Once you sign up, you deposit from your bank account, you withdraw directly to your bank account or your debit card. You take anything. You do player props, parlays. It is just like having a recreational book, but you don't have to drive, use a bookie, or go to other states or all that ridiculous shit. You just upload it to the fucking website like it's an app. Check it out. It links in the description to give you a 30% match. All right. First player prop of the day, guys. Let's get into it. First one, Dennis Schroeder over 10.5 points. So you can get this for a great price of -113 on FanDuel. It's getting favored down all the way to -130 on BetMGM. First things first, the Jazz 24th in points allowed to the point guard. Now, on the season, he's got a 64% hit rate. Okay, not bad. Last 20, 55%. Last 10, 40%. Last 5, 20%. So it's not looking great. However, the one game he hit it in here was versus the Jazz. Versus the Jazz, dude, guys, 11, 12, and 23. He just really plays well versus the Jazz. They don't do a good job of stopping him. Whatever it is about him, he does pretty damn good versus them. And I mean, it's a 10.5, and he's killed this line versus the Jazz. Even the only game he got it recently was versus the Jazz. He blew it the fuck out. So I might play a lotto parlay and take him up to 15, maybe 20. But yeah, I'm on it, over 10.5. Next, Pablo Banchero. Guys, I'm going to continue to take his under as long as they're giving it to us for these ridiculous prices. Versus small forward, the 27th in points allowed. So they do give up a lot of points to the small forward, but assists, they don't give up many. And guys, I like Pablo Banchero a lot. I'm a fan of his. I like watching him play. I like how he plays ball. I want him to succeed. But lately, man, he looks awful. Awful. On the season, he's a 71% hit rate to this under. Last 20, 60%. Last 10, 90% to the under. It's really bad, guys. He's just cold right now. He's just not doing what his numbers say that he should. What the projections say that he should. He's not coming close to it. So if they continue to juice his number up near 30s, I'm going to continue to take the under. We cashed it last time. Let's cash it again. Next, CJ McCollum over 20.5 points. Guys, the Pelicans are riddled with injuries again. CJ's all they got. He's literally all they got. Denver's not great versus the shooting guard position. Head-to-head, he's got it twice recently on December and then in February, 2 days ago. So he's hit it twice versus them. They're 24th versus his position. And they got more injuries now than they did before. He's literally the only fucking shooter they have. He has to have a big night. The line is way too low. 20.5, I'm all over it. There's really no other way to put it, guys. Like, they don't have anybody else to shoot the ball. Last time we saw him, he got 30. CJ McCollum over. Plus, he looks good anyways. Next, let's see here. Next, guys, Victoria Wembanyama. Rebounds and assists, under 16.5. He's a shooter. He a tall ass guy. Look how tall I am and I can shoot a three. Look how tall I am. I'm on the perimeter. But he don't get in there. He don't get boards. He don't get assists. He a goofy. And he likes to be around the perimeter. 73% hit rate to the under on the season. And then on these unders here, you got head-to-head 14, 15, and 11. Last time we saw him, he got 11 rebounds and assists. And then a 75% hit rate last 20 and a 73 on the season. He goes under this a lot. It's too low. I'm sorry, the line is too high. He's a shooter. He's not getting boards and assists like that. He's not Giannis, you know? So I like his under 16.5. That's a high ass rebounds and assist line for a guy that don't do it much. Next, Jalen Duran, over 23.5 points and rebounds. Dude looks good. Listen, on the season, 45% hit rate to the under. I get it. Last 20, though, 60%. Last 10, 90% on the over. Last 5, 100% on the over. And he's not versus bums. Also, head-to-head, guys, last time he saw Cleveland, 28. So I know that Cleveland's tough. I understand that. But, man, Jalen Duran is balling. The Pistons are balling as a whole. They look good. I think he has a good night. Next, Jonas Valanciunas. Under 23.5 PRA, 71% hit rate on the season. Head-to-head, he's got it twice. Last 20, 75% hit rate. Last 10, 80% hit rate. Last 5, 80%. Now maybe he's on an up and up because last 2 games, 25, he was close, and then he got 35 versus the Hornets. But I mean, I don't know how much you put into him doing good versus the Hornets, but I'm gonna go with the trend. He's been really not playing that great, hitting his under a lot. His line seems too high to me. And then the last play, guys, is Jeremy Shokin. Points and assists over 10.5. Guys, the Hawks are 22nd in points allowed and 28th in assists allowed versus the power forward. 71% hit rate on the season. Now, lately, has it been a little ugly as he's coming off the bench? 65% last 20, last 10, 40%, last 5, 40%. However, versus the Hawks, 39, 27, and 24 historically. He fucking just pops off. I mean, just pops off. So I like Jeremy Shokin to get quite a bit tonight. I think I'm gonna play him and Dennis Schroeder at like 20 each and just see if I can hit it for a big ass amount of odds. So yeah, that's all the props for today. Let's go ahead, get into the slate review, talk about each game because I am playing some of these tonight. First game on the list, guys, we got the Spurs and we got the Hawks. So I'm taking the Hawks for plus money. I think they're a better team. It's simple. They have an injury or two, but I think the Hawks play better basketball. I know that I think Trey's day to day, but I mean, Hawks at plus 150 versus Spurs team who struggles and is not that great. I understand the Hawks have not looked great either. In my opinion, these are two very even teams, but to get the Hawks at plus 150 to me, microwave blessing. I'm taking it. Hawks plus 150. Next game, Cavs and the Pistons. Pistons are playing excellent basketball, guys. I'm not here to down talk that. I've said it every day. The Pistons look fucking phenomenal. That said, the Cavs are 40-10 on the season. They're probably the best team in basketball. Them and the Celtics. There's no way I'm not taking the Cavs to beat the Pistons by 5.5. There's just no way. Again, I think it's a blessing. I'm getting it -110. I'm all over it. Bucks and the Hornets. Give me the Bucks -10.5. The Bucks look too good right now. They are playing very, very good basketball. The Hornets are weak, small, and cannot hang with the physicality of the Bucks. There's no way. I don't like laying this many points, but the way the Bucks are hooping right now, Bucks -10.5. The Wizards and the Nets, guys, just give me the Nets straight up on the money line. They got it at -130. I'm just going to take the Nets straight up on the money line. Wizards have 8 wins on the season. If I bet one of their losses, so fucking be it. With my luck, the way things been going, it probably happens. If I happen to bet one of their losses, okay. Anytime I can get anybody versus the Wizards -130 or better, I just take it. Grizzlies and the Raptors. 16-34 Raptors, 34-16 Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies have been spread covering machines all season. They're the only team that's been profitable for me on the spreads. Grizzlies -9.5 happily. Heat and the 76ers. Joel's back. He's looking good. It's even money at +100. I'm all over the 76ers. The Heat are in shambles. They don't look good, and I don't see any reason to back them right now. Warriors and the Jazz, I faded. I don't know who wins. I don't know how to cap either of these teams. Pelicans and the Nuggets, that's another fade for me because, Pelicans are riddled with injuries, and Zion's and CJ's all they have. That said, why are the Nuggets only getting 10.5 points? You'd think they'd be getting like 15, 16. It makes me think the books know something. I just don't trust it. I don't want to lay that many points. When I don't trust it, I'm out. Suns and the Thunder is a fade because I don't want to fade the Suns at 12.5. I do think they lock up Booker tonight, which means they do probably cover this, but I'm staying away. And then you got the Magic and the Kings. Guys, the Kings are only -5. You only got to lay -5.5. You get -115. -5.5 versus the Magic team who looks god-awful and a Pablo Banchero who's not balling right now. No-brainer for me. Final plays of the day, guys. Here's everything. All I played. Hawks, money line. Victoria, Wembanyama, under 16.5 rebounds and assists. Jeremy Shokan over 10.5 points and assists. Cavs -5.5, laying the points. And then Jalen Durant over 23.5 points and rebounds. Bucks -10.5 versus a weak, god-awful, small, scrawny Hornets team. Nets money line with Jonas going under his 25.5 PRA. Line's too high. He's been on a cold streak. Looking like you might start playing better, but I'm not ready to back it. Grizzlies and the Raptors. Grizzlies the only team profitable covering the spreads lately. They cover the spread every night. I love backing them on spreads. Grizzlies -9.5. Heat and the 76ers. Give me the 76ers with Joel back absolutely fucking hooping. He looked excellent last night, and I'm ready to back him. Dennis Schroeder over 10.5 points. CJ McCollum over 20.5 points. He's all they got. Maybe Zion plays, but either way, if Zion's in, it's just him and Zion. They have to hoop, or it's just a giga blowout. And then the Magic and the Kings. Give me the Kings by 6 and Pablo Banchero with his under points and assists. He's been ice cold. It's everything, guys. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag. And let's crack these folks.